I can say in terms of infrastructure, Paul Kagame has done amazing work for Rwanda.
When that list comes to my mind, number one, I would consider Moi Kibaki, our late former president.
Yes.
And number two, the current Rwanda president, Paul Kagame, and the current Ethiopian Prime Minister Abiy Ahmed.
What comes in your mind when you hear the word Africa? Today I'm in the streets of Nairobi. I'll be asking Nairobians to name top 3 best performing presidents in Africa in terms of infrastructure, food security, and maybe free education. Make sure you give this video a big thumbs up, leave a comment, and share it to your friends. What comes in your mind when you hear the word Africa?
Greatness.
Wow.
Yes, because over the past 50 years, or rather like since countries have gotten independence, you can see an upward trajectory in the development, in the change of their policies, in how they care for their citizens, in just every single avenue of development. So I can say we are doing great.
We are doing good, huh?
Yeah.
Nice. So on top of that, I want you to name top 3 best performing presidents in Africa in terms of number 1, infrastructure, number 2, food security, and number 3, free education, that is in primary and secondary.
Okay, yeah. I can say in terms of infrastructure, Paul Kagame has done amazing work for Rwanda.
Wow.
And the city looks beautiful. We've seen it, you know.
We have seen it.
Yeah, we've seen it. So we can say that something is being done about it, right?
Something is happening.
Yeah, something is happening. Some sort of development is happening. I think Suluhu Hassan is doing a lot of, Tanzania is doing very well. And aside from the fact that they changed their president recently, we can still see like the standards are still being maintained. Tanzania has a lot of food, has a lot of, generally their country is running, and you can see promise of growth in the future, and you can see how it's going. So it's more likely to succeed than any other place. So in terms of policy making and development, I can say Tanzania is doing very well, and Suluhu took up the mantle and she's doing very well as well. Also Gambia. Gambia. Yeah, Nana is doing very well as well.
Nana is sorry for that, Ghana.
Yeah, Ghana, not Gambia, Ghana. Because he recently put free education for both primary and secondary. That is bound to help with their literacy levels, and everyone, school is free, everyone can go to school, everyone has a chance for success in terms of academics. And if we have academics, people succeeding in that area, we'll also have other areas, even people who are gifted in arts and sports, that's going to follow. So education is the first part, because we need to increase literacy, we need to increase what people know about the world. Then everything else will follow, and they'll have more artistic works, more athletics, in terms of athletics development. So I think generally those 3 are doing well, but Africa is also doing very well as a whole. Development, salute them.
Nice. So what to do, tell someone who has never been in Africa, because you know how the Western media shows that a different Africa. How is Africa in general? Like for example, like Kenya.
Yeah. I think whatever the Western media is portraying in the mainstream media is wrong. Because
they always do hunger, poverty.
Hunger, poverty, just war, sickness. But that's not it. I'm here, I'm okay. I'm dressed very well. I'm wearing a Kenyan brand. I have gone to school. I have attained very many milestones in my life. I have never slept hungry. Generally, I've been living in Kenya and I'm okay. And that's not to say that other people are not suffering. They are. But it's okay to say, okay, these things are happening in this area and they're negative things, but it's also okay to come and show the positive.
Yeah.
We have so many people who are excelling in academia, so many people who are excelling in sports.
Yeah.
Apart from running, that's all they do. But you see, the skateboarding, there is a lot of, my friend plays baseball.
Wow.
And it's a new sport and it's happening, and those are great things. We have a lot of good basketball players, so many good teams, so many talented people. You come here, look at all this, amazing infrastructure, amazing buildings.
Yeah.
It's very breathtaking.
Yeah.
And you come here and the people are amazing. Kenyans are good people. You know, we love visitors, we are very hospitable, we are very kind, you know. But if you say that, this is the only reason you're missing out on a lot. The world has so much to offer.
Yeah.
Africa has so much to offer. A lot of things are happening. We are having even people inventing scientific things. Like, it's mind blowing when you think about it.
Yeah.
But if you live in your own bubble, you'll miss out and you'll die missing out.
Wow.
So I'll be more sorry for you than you'll be for me.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Sure. It's
Yeah.
nice. Thank you so much for your time. I really appreciate. You have really pinpointed key points about Africa, and we are really grateful for that. Huh?
Yeah. Thank you so much.
What do you know about Africa, or what comes to your mind when you hear the word Africa?
When you hear the word Africa, the first things that come to mind is originality, talent,
Nice.
and black skin.
Wow. And it's also home, huh?
And it's also our home.
Okay.
Yes.
Nice. So, can you name for me a top best performing presidents? Can be former or present one, in terms of infrastructure, maybe free education or food security.
When that list comes to my mind, number one, I would consider Mwai Kibaki, our late former president.
Yes.
And number two, the current Rwanda president, Paul Kagame, and the current Ethiopian Prime Minister Abiy Ahmed.
Wow. So let's start with our late former president, that is Mwai Kibaki.
Yes. For those who are born 90s, you can remember having free primary education.
Yes.
And also that guy, when he came into office, he found our current economic reserve was very low. But the economy grew under the leadership of Mwai Kibaki. We had cases where going to hospital even now. It started on Mwai Kibaki's era, where you have free health care.
Yes.
And the general economy was improved very much under Mwai Kibaki.
Yes.
But what sings best for me is the free primary education. That one.
What about infrastructure?
And the infrastructure, you remember Mwai Kibaki, when he proposed the Thika Road to be constructed.
Yes.
The original plans were to name it Mwai Kibaki Road. But he said he does not want his legacy on the road. He just wants the road to be named. When he was told that the road will be constructed, the first thing he asked, where will the road be coming from? From Thika to Nairobi.
Yes.
So I don't want my name there. Name it Thika Road.
Wow.
So he was a selfless leader. Because for someone like, if I was there, I would have liked that name to be named after me. So that when people see that name, they remember me. But Kibaki was selfless. And he wanted to name that road after him, not after himself, but after the actual place it went. He was a selfless leader.
Even money, he refused to be his picture to be on money.
Yeah, even he refused his future to be on money, his face. And also, during his era, on most fundraising days or such things, he was mostly not invited. Because if you invited Kibaki to a fundraising or what, mostly hangetoa kitu. And he said that encouraged corruption and such things. So you'd see most people when they had those fundraising, and whatever, they would invite him like for sure, but they knew he was not going to give them something because he was committed to fighting corruption. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Nice. So let's go to Paul Kagame of Rwanda.
The tall guy.
The tall guy.
Okay.
Yeah.
He's a great guy. First of all, the economy of Rwanda has risen a lot. Also, he has Kigali is the capital.
Yeah.
He has converted that city into a leader in globally for cleanliness in the city, because that city is very clean. Just and thanks to him.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
What about the infrastructure in that country? In terms of roads?
The infrastructure is quite good. When he came into office, the road connectivity is very good,
Yeah.
and the hospitals he has built are very many. Just like Kibaki, I can compare him with Kibaki. Just he's a bit brutal, but he's a very good guy, because for our country, like for Kenya, right now I would consider someone like Kagame.
Yeah.
Because his brutality suits Kenya very well, because there are some crooks here and there that needs whippings just a bit to put them in line.
Just some whips for them to straighten up. Huh?
Theoretical whips.
Yeah. So do you know in Kigali they are not portals, huh? Have you heard of that?
Yeah, they are not.
Just in the city, let's just assume it's in the city. I don't know about the interior part,
Yes.
but mostly in the city.
Yeah, Kigali has very smooth roads.
Yeah.
Even when you go to YouTube or such stuff, you will see the roads are very smooth, no potholes at all,
Yeah.
and they are very clean.
Nice.
Yes.
So let's go to number 3. You chose Ethiopia.
Yes, Abiy Ahmed, the Ethiopian Prime Minister.
Yeah.
The reason I like that guy is because of the militarization of Ethiopia. I saw a recent clip of the Ethiopia's army, like the equipments they have. Those guys have even rockets. Their machinery is quite good. Even the tanks they use. Like if you are to come to Kenya, like, and I'm not shaming our military, the tanks they use are a bit old. Like they are a bit old. But when you go like you go to Tigray, where there is some fighting going on, you see the kind of tanks that are being used, and what their military is quite advanced. And like they also launched a satellite the other day.
Wow.
I think it was aided by the Chinese. So, and their economy is very good. Their GDP is very good. That country, I think Ethiopia, the way it's headed, is going to be great, because even what do we call this group where we have the BRICS, the South Africa, that group of Russia, China, Brazil, the South Africa, the BRICS, the Ethiopia are going to join BRICS very soon. And because the reason Putin and the likes of Xi Jinping invited Ethiopia is because they see that the economy is going to add a lot of resources to the BRICS group.
Yeah.
Because the BRICS was made to challenge the hegemony of the United States. And when you see Ethiopia joining that, being invited to join BRICS by the likes of Vladimir Putin and Xi Jinping, you can see that it is doing well. And that's why it was noted by the BRICS head of states.
Wow.
Yes. The only thing I know about Ethiopia, other than from what we are talking relevant, is that they have very beautiful women, of course.
Yeah.
And they are very bright, because when I was at the campus, one of my lecturers was an Ethiopian, and he was a very bright guy.
Yeah.
So I can say they are very bright people, and they are, from what I saw to him, I can project that to the entire Ethiopians and say they are very good people, polite people, soft-spoken people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice. Thank you so much for your time.
Welcome.
Thank you.